The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald is a powerful story about dreams, wealth, love, obsession, and the darker side of the American dream. Set during the 1920s, the novel explores a world of extreme luxury, parties, and social change, while revealing the emptiness hidden behind the glamour. Deep summary of The Great Gatsby. The story is narrated by Nick Carraway, a young man from the Midwest who moves to Long Island, New York, in the summer of 1922 to work in the bond business. Nick rents a small house in the wealthy area of West Egg, a place where newly rich people live. Across the bay is East Egg, where old money families live, people who inherited their wealth and look down on those who earned it. Next door to Nick's small house is a huge mansion owned by a mysterious millionaire named Jay Gatsby. Gatsby is famous for throwing enormous parties every weekend. Thousands of people come to his house to drink, dance, and enjoy the luxury, but very few actually know who Gatsby is. Rumors spread about him. Some say he is a criminal, some say he was a war hero, and others believe he made his fortune through illegal activities. Despite his fame, Gatsby remains a lonely figure who watches his own parties from a distance. Nick eventually meets his cousin Daisy Buchanan, who lives in East Egg with her wealthy husband Tom Buchanan. Daisy is beautiful, charming, and wealthy, but she is also unhappy in her marriage. Tom is arrogant, aggressive, and unfaithful. He represents the careless behavior of the wealthy class, people who have power and money but lack responsibility. Nick also meets Jordan Baker, a professional golfer and Daisy's friend. Jordan introduces Nick to the world of the rich, where appearances matter more than morality. As Nick becomes closer to Gatsby, he discovers the truth behind Gatsby's mysterious life. Gatsby was not always rich. He was born James Gatz, a poor young man who dreamed of becoming someone important. As a young soldier, Gatsby met Daisy before World War I, and they fell deeply in love. However, Daisy came from a wealthy family and could not wait for Gatsby while he was away at war. She eventually married Tom Buchanan, choosing security and wealth over love. Gatsby never stopped loving Daisy. His entire life after that was built around one dream: to become rich enough to win Daisy back. He buys his mansion directly across from Daisy's house because he wants to be close to her. His extravagant parties are not for fame or enjoyment. They are an attempt to attract Daisy's attention. Gatsby believes that if Daisy sees how successful he has become, they can recreate their past love. Nick arranges a meeting between Gatsby and Daisy. At first, the reunion is awkward, but their old feelings return. Gatsby becomes convinced that Daisy still loves him, and that she will leave Tom. He believes he can erase the past and rebuild their relationship exactly as it was years ago. However, Gatsby's dream begins to collapse when reality confronts him. Daisy is not the perfect woman Gatsby imagined. She is deeply influenced by her wealth, comfort, and social position. Gatsby loves an idealized version of Daisy, a symbol of everything he wants: success, acceptance, and a perfect future. The conflict reaches its peak when Gatsby, Daisy, Tom, Nick, and Jordan meet in a hotel in New York City. Gatsby openly declares that Daisy never loved Tom and demands that she leave him, but Daisy cannot fully commit. She admits she once loved Gatsby, but also loved Tom. Gatsby's dream begins to fall apart because he cannot accept that the past cannot be recreated. On the way back from the city, Daisy is driving Gatsby's car when she accidentally hits and kills Myrtle Wilson, the wife of a mechanic named George Wilson. Gatsby takes responsibility and decides to protect Daisy, waiting outside her house in case Tom harms her. Tom tells George Wilson that Gatsby owns the car involved in Myrtle's death. Believing Gatsby was responsible for his wife's death, George finds Gatsby and shoots him before taking his own life. After Gatsby's death, Nick discovers the truth about Gatsby's loneliness. Despite hosting massive parties attended by hundreds of people, almost nobody comes to his funeral. The people who enjoyed his wealth disappear when he is gone. Only Nick, Gatsby's father, and a few others attend. Nick becomes disgusted with the careless and selfish behavior of Tom and Daisy, who destroy lives but escape consequences because of their wealth and social status. He leaves New York and returns to the Midwest. In the final moments of the novel, Nick reflects on Gatsby's dream. Gatsby believed he could reach a perfect future by chasing an impossible dream connected to the past. Nick realizes that people are always chasing dreams, but like Gatsby, they often struggle against reality and time itself. Major themes. 1. The American Dream. Gatsby represents the idea that anyone can rise from nothing and achieve greatness. However, the novel shows that wealth alone cannot bring happiness or acceptance. Gatsby achieves financial success, but cannot buy true love or belonging. 2. Love and obsession. Gatsby's love for Daisy is mixed with obsession. He does not love the real Daisy, he loves the dream of who she represents. 3. Wealth and class. The novel separates society into old money, Tom and Daisy, who have inherited wealth, and new money, Gatsby, who created his own fortune. Fitzgerald shows that money can create power, but cannot always overcome social barriers. 4. The illusion of happiness. The glamorous parties and luxurious lifestyles hide sadness, loneliness, and moral emptiness. 5. The past cannot be repeated. Gatsby's biggest mistake is believing he can recreate the past. The novel suggests that time moves forward, and some dreams are impossible to recover. Overall meaning, The Great Gatsby is not just a love story. It is a tragedy about a man who spends his entire life chasing an impossible dream. Gatsby becomes rich, famous, and powerful, but the one thing he truly wants, Daisy's love, and the perfect future he imagines, remains unreachable. The novel's final message is that people often chase dreams of happiness and success, but sometimes those dreams are built on illusions. Like Gatsby reaching toward the green light across the water, humans continue to chase hopes for a better future, even when the past can never truly be regained.